UNFI is North America's largest distributor of organic and natural food. We've got 27 locations between Canada and the U.S. We needed a location down in Florida. We were servicing customers down here from our Atlanta facility, and what we wanted to do was to go ahead and get closer to those customers, reduce our miles, and be more sustainable and reduce our carbon footprint. So we opened a facility down here in Sarasota. You know, when it comes to sustainability, you know, it's really kind of our core value of who we are and what we're about. It's always been about organic food and sustainable agriculture and farmland preservation and open space and things like that. And so we've always been a sustainable company. We looked at a variety of different types of batteries, but really felt that hydrogen was where the direction was going.
When the fuel cell topic came up, they came to us knowing Raymond's experience in it, and since we had been their partner for over 10 years with regard to Raymond equipment, they felt comfortable coming to us. Abel Womack supplies UNFI with their Raymond equipment throughout the country. They're based in Providence, Rhode Island.
When I see Raymond going out there and being a thought leader on hydrogen fuel cells and understanding, you know, wanting to make sure that they work in a cold weather environment, in a warehouse, what's the charging time, what's the life cycle on these things. I think Raymond's really been at the forefront of this stuff, and it's not just with any one particular fuel cell.
We met with them with a couple fuel cell providers and reviewed the ROI with them and made sure that it was going to meet their sustainability ROI goal within UNFI. And when it got closer to a reality, we assisted them by reviewing their fleet. The trucks they had were a great mix, with the exception of one, the order picker, which had not been proven.
The new order picker that Raymond developed, it's them being on the cutting edge of where the technology is going and how this works. You know, and you know, they see the shift that's happening here, and they're on the forefront of it, and they're paying attention to it, and they're making sure that customers like myself aren't negatively impacted by a design solution that maybe doesn't work with new battery technologies.
The biggest single most factor that is just amazing is the changing of a battery as opposed to a fueling of a fuel cell. Fueling the fuel cell, if you are in a dire state to where you have bled that engine down to a 10% fill, you'll take about 3.5 minutes to fill that device. That's it. Feedback from the operators in regards to the fuel cells has been very positive on the pallet jacks. We're seeing roughly 10 to 12 hours worth of continuous use in the pallet jacks, which is just absolutely outstanding. That is a severe improvement as far as a 5 to 7 hour window previously with the batteries. If you look at the fuel cell read that's on the device, you'll see that it's always at max potential. It's quite impressive to take a look at. That device will operate, even if it only has 10% hydrogen fill in it, it still cranks as if it's got all the potential in the world. We had a battery room that was dedicated with an entire wall full of 480 three-phase wiring, chargers double stacked, batteries constantly in there. We were able to take that entire room and take it apart, allowing us to now give a dedicated room for our Raymond techs in-house to perform regular maintenance on the equipment.
So when I took 69 lead-acid batteries offline and the associated disposal issues that go along with those, I think we had a significant impact on reducing our carbon footprint. And so, you know, that's just one of the ways that we can go ahead and mitigate you know, our footprint as a company. One of the benefits of this technology is that because we bought the equipment from Raymond with the fuel cells in them, that made the entire piece of equipment eligible for incentive.
This project was a great example of Raymond Corporation's philosophy for custom care, where the Raymond Corporation worked closely with Abel Womack and Raymond Handling Consultants, from the principal all the way down to the account representative, in order to make this project a success.